What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Corey Vincent here, and you are listening to Video Game Bang. That's right, we are back in the saddle this week. Last week, we took a break off, and you guys were able to listen to a past live performance of the VGB from the Sacramento Indie Arcade. This week, Aaron Carter sits across from me in VGB Studios, along with the real David Webb on a Wednesday, so that's always a treat, and Alexander Van Bagenswiener joins us back on the show after saving me in helping rebuild the PC that we use to stream. I want to thank the chat. If you guys want to watch the shows live, you can join us on twitch.tv/videogame_bang on Wednesday and Saturday nights. We look forward to seeing you. You could chime in there with all of the other amazing people we have, all the regulars. As always, thank you to nerdreactor.com, Corsair Gaming, and Antlion Audio. We have a lot to talk about. Civil War news. We're talking about Humble Bundle, all that and much more on this week's
Game
Bang.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Video Game Bang.
Video Game Bang.
Your weekly source for all things video game. Featuring your fearless hosts, Corey Vincent.
I'm pretty much Microsoft and Marvel. The cans are on. It's when ish gets real. People get shot during the day?
And Aaron Carter.
Buy the armor, I equip it, and it's like pink thong. The guy that delivers vending machine items in my job, he can play the right.
Fill up your Mountain Dew and grab your Doritos. It's time for Video Game Bang.
What is up, pizzas? Corey Vincent here. This is Video Game Bang, brought to you by nerdreactor.com. What are you reacting to? And what I'm reacting to is the amazing week off we got to have. Before our week off, you guys may remember, things spiraled out of control a little bit when the computer in the studio decided to die. A lot of thank you to everyone who helped support, get us back, including the man we have on the show today, which we'll get to in a bit. Aaron Carter, my co-host, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing lovely. Very, very lovely. I just got the notes.
How did it feel to have a week off?
Like something was missing.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Did you miss it?
I always miss it whenever I'm not here, which is a very, very rare thing.
Well, it wasn't just you. I mean, we ended up playing the audio from our live show that happened at the Sacramento Indie Arcade.
Uh-huh.
And I loved it. I re-listened to it myself. I think it was an amazing event. Again, I can't thank the people enough who put on that organization and had us take part.
Beautiful people.
Beautiful people. A beautiful cause. It's been a while since we've gotten to catch up with you guys. It's been a while since we've gotten to catch up with this man. Also to my left, the real David Webb. Welcome back.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Good to have you here on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Wow, that's polite.
Yeah.
I'm always surprised when not you, because you're a polite man, but just in general. Usually we have dicks. Speaking of dicks, this guy has one.
It's true.
Questionable.
No,
we haven't seen it.
No.
If I haven't seen it, it ain't real.
I'm okay not seeing it. I'm going to take your word for
Everyone's a eunuch in Aaron's world.
I like to think
Just like Barbie and Ken.
Yep.
Just smooth.
Smooth parts.
Hardwood floors.
He bailed us out one night. We crashed his house, bought him pizza, to be fair.
I had one piece.
But you had a piece.
I did have a piece.
Said I
did have some
piece.
chicken wings.
There was a pepperoni on it.
You helped us put the studio machine back together. It was amazing that you were able to welcome us into your house. Aaron loved being at your house, by the way.
I did.
Apparently.
He was glowing about it.
I loved it.
He loved that your demeanor completely changed, and I think that's something we could all relate to. And something
I was home.
Yeah, like Aaron has known you for how many years?
Too.
How long?
10 years?
Probably about 10. Maybe
A little less than
like
10.
9.
No, yeah, it's about
Almost
nine,
a
10
decade
years.
of destruction between you two, and
Holy
he's never
crap.
seen you in your element, and he was pleased as pie.
I was thrown. It was like meeting a brand new person.
Oh, yeah.
Even from your strut. You said you have a strut about yourself in your new house.
That's because I walk on the balls of my feet when I'm home because I don't want to be loud for my neighbor downstairs because he isn't great to be loud on top of.
Wow.
Okay.
Pause. Yeah.
Yeah, pause.
Thank you, everyone. We are streaming this live on Twitch, so if you want to join the action, you can join us on Wednesday nights around 7 p.m., Saturday nights at 9 p.m. on twitch.tv/videogame_bang. If you guys are familiar with Twitch, you guys won't have any trouble getting there. You can join the conversation. On Wednesday shows, we don't pay attention to the Twitch stream as much as we do on the weekend shows because, hey, this is a podcast. First and foremost, we're here for the podcast listeners. A great piece of news that I have not been able to share with everyone yet because of all the drama and the postponements. And Webb, will you hand me that trophy right there? I'm going to hold up a trophy. Some of you follow us on Twitter or Facebook may have seen this already, but I've been kind of keeping this under my hat until we had a legitimate show. I am actually a professional esports gamer now. Did you know this, Aaron?
Wow. That's very loose. That's like saying I'm a professional basketball player because I went down to the local.
I thought you were going a whole different
local
direction.
Y.
Who goes to the local Y?
Did you win at the local Y?
Yeah, I won at the local Y. Yeah,
that's all it takes.
If they give you a trophy this solid, if you guys could read that, I'll read it to the people listening. It says Corsair Rapid Fire Invitational Gaming Tournament Champion. Is what it says there, and it was awesome. I got invited to a Corsair event in the Bay Area. They were unveiling a new product, their new Rapid Fire keyboard, which we did review on nerdreactor.com. And it was an invitational tournament on a game I had yet to play called CSGO. A little game. It's indie game, I think.
Yeah, no, it's tiny.
Yeah.
Really hoping it does well, though, out there in the market.
I hope it does well. It did pretty well. I got to use the new Rapid Fire keyboard with an M65 mouse, which is now what I've set up for my studio setup. I'm so like...
Hey, it won, right?
It won.
You got to go with it.
It was a 2v2.
Wait, was it the only mouse setup
At the event?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was using the same keyboard mouse, so it was level
But it
playing
still
field.
carried him to victory on top of everyone else.
But it also made a whole bunch of other people losers.
That's not for them.
Okay.
Glass is half full, Aaron. Glass is half full.
I don't like your logic, Aaron,
I was
so
just saying.
I refuse
That was the
to
first
acknowledge
time they
it.
used it. They need to get used to it.
Okay.
Cory was just already in the mindset.
Okay.
He was just
Listen to this
conquer.
thing, though. Like, this is not just like a cheap trophy. Listen to this. Here, you guys ready? This is for the podcast. Let's hear me.
It actually came through a lot better than
1
I was
o'clock.
going to.
There's a bell inside the mouse.
There's a bell.
No,
inside
that's
of it.
how legitimate this trophy
No, it's
is.
the trophy.
Oh,
you
I thought he was going to click the mouse for some reason. Like, listen to this.
Gong.
Listen to this mouse,
you thought he
everybody.
was-
Yeah, that's what I thought he was going for. I'm
No,
like,
no,
and
no,
then
no.
your
no.
No,
mouse
that's
is
a solid
double click,
trophy.
double
I'm
gong.
actually surprised.
The event was for the keyboard,
Oh, okay.
and it is a legitimate keyboard. It's a keyboard for reals.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You can type on it.
You could use it for typing. There's,
All
I
all
hear
the letters,
that's actually what a lot of people use it for.
Wow.
All
Just
kinds of
typing.
things.
Yeah.
yeah, there's like keys on it. There's an A. There's a B.
Is there a WASD and a QWERTY?
There's
Nope.
a WASD and a QWERTY. Okay, this is where I will be honest with everyone. You know, as much as I like to say that I won this tournament, it was a 2v2 tournament, and on my team was a legitimate professional gamer. So I did have, you know,
But there were other
a
but he
small
pro
advantage.
gamers,
But he
right?
also played WoW, right?
He was a WoW gamer,
Okay.
but
There's-
it
that's-
was,
That's different.
yeah, it was definitely team oriented. I think CSGO, the one thing I learned about it, because I really had very little knowledge.
Had you never played Counter-Strike before?
I had never played it,
Seriously?
100%.
Oh, wow.
I bought the game afterwards because I felt, you know,
Obligated.
obligated.
Yeah. Well, it's only $15 anyways. Like, it's
That breaks the bank for some people. Shout
But
out
for-
to Utah.
We'll get to that, Aaron. We have. I have to say thank you because the gentleman was a pro gamer. He's sponsored by Corsair. His name is Bahira. Have you heard of him, Bags?
No.
If anybody would
He's
at this
that.
table, it would be you.
He's that. That
He's that
Panther
guy
in the
that-
Jungle Book, right?
Yeah.
No.
Younger,
He's
but
also that guy that plays
Because it's
Corey
not the
that one
jungle.
time.
It's the.
he's younger.
His name is Bagheera, right?
Bahira, he's a
Bahira, yeah,
YouTuber,
so-
Twitch streamer. He's like a spokesman for WoW and a sponsored gamer for Corsair. We ran the tables. We went through 4 rounds of chaos, got to the final round, used some of the best teamwork I've ever seen, or been a part of. And then it was one of those moments, I've never won anything.
I don't know. Hey, we played Rocket League the other night, and we were a great team. That was probably the number one most
Eventually.
You
team.
guys are pro now. You're pro gamers now.
I think
Yeah,
what he's
pro
alluding to
gamer.
is Webb being the absolute worst teammate. There was a highlight reel where the ball is, you know, like right there, about to go in. Bags has a perfect shot for it, and then Webb comes out of nowhere,
Slams right.
blindsides him out of the way,
Slams
and
me out of the way,
and
then
taps
the other,
it in.
And the other team No, the other team scored off that, didn't they? Like,
no,
I was gonna say
they saved it and
Yeah.
somehow got it to
Oh.
the other side.
It was amazing. We spent the whole night yelling at
So
each
it was
other.
better teamwork than that? That's what you're trying to tell me?
Believe it or not.
I don't
Believe it.
I can't believe it.
Uh,
Bio.
I got to say thank you to Bahira and congratulations. The guy just got married last week.
What?
So, there
Win
he
a
goes.
trophy? Get
Cool.
married.
I think
She said no before the tournament. Is that what it was?
yeah, so he needs to thank me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he will do the show and we can talk about it and relive it in all its beautiful details. But we got to talk about Aaron's new toy. It is not of the sexual kind.
Or is it?
Well, I guess it can
yeah.
be.
That doesn't preclude it.
Exactly.
Aaron, please tell everyone your new fascination.
I bought the Samsung Gear VR from
Why?
Samsung because it was $8.
Oh, all right. Can't argue with that.
Yeah, exactly.
I was actually going to bust you out. Just like, look, mister, if it ain't free, I'm not going to buy it. Oh, it's $8. Okay.
Yeah, it was $8 with the whole plan thing.
You updated your phone to get this, though.
Yeah, I did. I mean, my phone, I literally, my phone was chugging and it was kept auto restarting. So I was like, let me take this in, see what's going on. They're like, why don't you just upgrade it? And I was like,
What'd you get?
I got the Note 5.
The Note 5
Yes.
and, more importantly, the Samsung Gear VR.
Gear VR, people. So having been privileged enough to play the Oculus Rift,
Yep.
I have kind of a compare and contrast, point of view with these two things. Now, for the price, $99 for your, average Joe, I
The
guess.
average,
for
the
your
average person
Joe.
that walks in.
Yeah, not Sir Aaron.
Not, yeah.
It's a great deal. It's a really great deal for what it does right now.
Even at $100.
Even at $100, as compared to an Oculus Rift or the Sony VR, which is coming out at starting what, $400?
What about the HTC Vive?
I haven't seen the Vive.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bring that one in there.
All right.
So I can't really say, but there's good apps on there.
Are there killer apps?
That's the thing.
Ooh.
There isn't that.
Are we really
stab ya.
making a difference between...
They're good
Yeah,
apps.
well,
and
there's a
killer
big
apps.
apps.
Yeah.
well,
Killer apps.
a killer app is Halo and it saves your entire console.
Right.
Okay.
A good app is Killzone and no one cares about it.
Wow. Shots fired. Yeah, nothing that I've been like, you know what, you got to get that game day one when you get this one. Now, I've been to different websites and they recommend stuff like Adventure Time, like these must-have games
I
for
played
the
Adventure
VR.
Time at TwitchCon.
Pretty good.
It's
It's a game.
Yeah, exactly.
game.
So it's not that
I
killer
mean,
app as well.
It exists.
it exists.
The other big the other big problem is price.
Spoiler.
Yeah, some of these games are $10
Oh, how dare they?
on your app. On apps on your phone, how much are you paying for them?
Oh, I don't play.
But
for
we're
games.
so oversaturated now. Right now, anybody can create a phone app just about.
Very
and
true.
So you have to make the prices cheap so that, to get
Race to the
attention.
bottom.
But the things that I want to.
But now with VR, it's like still so brand new that if you make a VR app, you can probably get away with murder until we start getting the oversaturation.
$10 isn't even murder, really.
What are you getting
For
for
a
it?
Steam person, no. But for a VR, I'm trying to market this to
You
your
already
averagers.
spent $100 on it.
Yeah.
No,
right?
No, he spent $8.
So I don't want to
Well,
buy 10 games
Then
and spend
he
$100
should
more.
complain the least because he still has $90-something more to pay.
92.
But I don't know. For the quality of the games,
Yes.
I don't think they're $10.
I'm not there.
you
I'm
don't
not
think-
sold
okay,
yet.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sold yet on the quality of the gear. I've gotten to see, like you said, we've gotten to play with the Oculus, and the Oculus was great.
Yeah.
When I got to see it in the NVIDIA show.
Did it Rockulus?
We'll just
I'm just gonna-
schmooze as
Just
bad as
keep
that
on
was.
going.
I know. I was
Yeah.
premature on that one. Sorry.
Uh,
There's something better.
The NVIDIA demonstration was by far the best. Like, it looked amazing. But everything I've seen in the VR just kind of has that old school CRT television look to it. Like, you can see the lines, it feels like,
On what?
on the gear.
Well, it's because it's coming out of your phone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I
And
mean,
That's why I
granted.
said for the price, and then comparing to, it's like the lower end of,
Right.
but it's still actually quite good. Like, I mean, I have fun with it whenever I'm on the Google Maps, that is, even. Like, all I'm doing is just going around the world.
Yeah, I mean, how long are you going to keep doing that, though?
Well, we're going to find out. Last night, I was standing up in the middle of my room in a underwater aquarium with sea turtles.
Yeah, that's Tuesday. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that.
And it's entertaining. Like,
Oh, you didn't have drugs.
no. I didn't have drugs. When you swimming with the sharks, terrifying. Literally terrifying.
Literally
get it.
terrifying.
Not as
Literally.
terrifying as Sisters.
Not
I guarantee you
Sisters
that.
is a scary one. I'm literally going through all of them and getting all the free ones. But remember, I've said this on the show plenty of times. If it does something where I can watch live events, then I'm all down.
Well, see, that's the thing. We just started watching a few live events before the show. You
Yes.
showed me like
some replays of like a
March
basketball
Madness.
game. Yeah.
and when the players were up close, it was fine. But as soon as they like went too far where the camera wouldn't be able to read the name on the back of the jersey, even though my eyesight is good right now because I'm wearing contacts, so I can't read it and it's blurry and it's very frustrating. So
And I
it's
wonder
like you're
is-
watching a basketball game through someone's eyes who has terrible eyesight. Right?
And I wonder, does
Welcome
that
to
have
my life.
Does it have to do more with the camera that's being used? Like,
I-
do these
I-
3D cameras not
I
have
think
a
it has
very
to
good
do with
depth
the,
of field?
the depth of
It's
field.
because-
Where
I think
the
it's all of
focus
it.
is.
Yeah, I think it's the cameras that are there, any sort of compression used
Uh-huh.
to not have to send terabytes of data, and then also your device that you're watching it on, say a phone, whether a screen or whatever. Because at any point you could have something be lower, and that'll bring all the rest of them down.
Because I enjoyed the sideline shots when it feels like you're sitting on the ground looking up. Actually, I wish it was a little higher.
No, it's literally like you're on the ground,
Yeah, I
you're
don't-
laying
I don't
down
like
on the
it.
ground.
Yeah,
at
that's
a
what it
show.
was. Looking up
Yes.
at these
Just
guys do
chillaxing.
jump shots and stuff like that. I didn't like the under the basketball hoop camera angle. And then I watched last night a soccer match as well, and they put you on the sideline and then behind the goal.
Well, what you said before the show is pretty telling. You said that this, you don't feel like the technology is there yet.
Not
that
yet.
Maybe VR Gear 2.
Yeah, the Gear 2 or the Gear 3 might be a little bit better. There's some issues I have. I'm always worried I'm going to snap something off whenever I take the phone out.
It sounds really terrible.
Yeah,
I am unfortunately blessed to have listened to that.
It's not
Is it?
safe sounding.
I don't think we have to wait to the Gear 2 though, because the Gear is just it's just a tool, and the actual VR is on your phone.
It's
So-
probably a combination of both because I can't just look at my phone and then.
But
Right,
couldn't
but
you-
Well,
I
there's
mean,
things
it's a
like
lens.
Cardboard.
I was
Google
to say
Cardboard.
Google Cardboard though. You can
Yeah.
with just cardboard.
well,
So I think what it is it's the technology of the apps on the phone and possibly the phone itself.
well, plugging it into the actual VR as well, and then giving the buttons controls. Like, I don't like the little touch screen or the like little hover button or whatever that's on the side. I want an
just the
actual.
touch.
I want an actual clicky.
No,
top.
no, the future is not buttons.
Yeah, no, I don't want
It's
that.
all touch screens.
No, I don't want the touch screen on the side. I just
Well,
want the
have you
clicky
seen the
buttons.
zombie game where you get like the Bluetooth, like glove handle or, I don't know. It's like
You
you
nearly
Bluetooth
lost me. So
gloves or something like that, and that's what
Okay.
you're using to shoot at the zombies.
I have not.
I've seen that looks pretty cool, and people are actually starting to get into ways on streaming VR. I haven't seen it with the Samsung yet, but I have seen it with Oculus. There's ways through if you're using your computer. If you have a giant green screen room, essentially you can project what you're seeing or what the VR is seeing on the walls. It's gonna be the future of
interesting.
Twitch.
I think, I mean, there's still a couple of things I still want to see. A couple of games I definitely want to see. I want to do the Keep 'em Talking game where you're defusing a bomb. I just want to see kind of how Minecraft plays on it because Minecraft is on this now. And the more live events. I just want to see how that plays all out.
Strike Manta from the chat wants to go back to the basketball thing for a moment. He says, Aaron, if you want some added immersion, you could have someone spray water on your face to simulate sweat from the basketball players.
Because that's what I want.
that's what you want.
No, that's
or
100%
whatever else you might be watching.
Splash zone.
Oh, man, that's why we got the chat here.
Yeah.
Love the chat. So, final rounds. I have no interest in buying the Gear VR. I like my phone enough. Maybe cardboard would be worth it if I could win one somewhere, but I'm not going to go get the
Can't you
Samsung
print
one.
out the thing for
should
cardboard
be
and
able
do
to,
it
yeah.
at home
You
with
can-
some cardboard?
Well, you still need the little lenses as well inside the cardboard.
Do you?
You do.
Do you?
100%.
Classic
you
bags.
do.
Do you?
But as far as VR, spending $100, even $50, I wouldn't do it. Bags,
I mean-
are you in?
I'm not gonna do VR ever. My eyes don't work right for it, and because you're focusing on a screen in front of you, and my eyes don't do that.
And you're
so
an AR type of guy.
That's probably what I would like to get. I'll probably say fuck it all and just use a fucking monitor like I always have. So
There you go.
Webb,
Yeah.
on that note,
I'm going to.
you're going to get it?
Yeah, I'm going to get it.
All right, there you go.
I've
2
bought
and
it
2.
already.
We're
Hey.
split down the middle. And see,
Can I say though, if I did have to pay $100, I probably wouldn't have gotten it.
The truth comes out.
fair enough.
Just letting you know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Video Game Bang is known for doing news stories of the video game variety, so we're going to go through some of the hottest stories of the last week, starting with Pokemon Go footage that has surfaced. I saw this. It was like bootleg footage from some sort of stage show conference thing.
Yeah.
No, with the one I saw, it was like a screen capture. Like
The
somebody
8-minute
plugged.
one?
Huh?
The 8-minute one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Okay,
looks like
what'd
a
you guys see?
screen
Because I
capture.
saw bootleg crap. So
Oh,
Oh,
no,
wow.
this is like
fucked
high,
up.
like high definition.
Real time.
Real
Yeah, it was
time.
good.
Shows
Good stuff,
like
yeah.
the guy like where he's pointing. You get character customization.
No black people were made. I saw that.
No, no.
Yeah.
is it true?
In Japan?
Yeah, no, I didn't
no
see
black
black
people.
No,
being
actually, it
made?
wasn't in Japan.
Where was it?
I think this one wasn't in Australia?
I think it was because it was
No
everything
black
was in
people being
English.
made in Australia.
New
Oh,
Zealand,
that's-
right?
In New
Something.
Zealand, that's just as surprising
know.
as the other two places. that
I'm
I
sorry,
listed.
there's no black people in Australia and New Zealand?
Have you met how people deal with Aborigines down there?
I don't care how they meet them. Does that exclude them from
So
playing
the footage
Pokemon Go?
was really cool.
So the footage for Pokemon Go beta, it looks like it's appeared on YouTube, courtesy of Game Previews. The video shows character creation, battling, and how capturing wild Pokemon in the real world will take place. So Pokemon Go is a free-to-play game. It's set to launch later this year. The game will support microtransactions and has been recently undergoing a field test in Japan, which has expanded to include Australia and New Zealand. Why not here? Why test it everywhere else?
Framework
But here?
infrastructure's
Because
not
we'll
there.
break it.
Is that really what it is, you think?
Yeah.
We're limited here?
And New Zealand and Australia are close enough to them, I guess. I don't know.
Biggest takeaways from what you saw on the stage show, Webb?
It's gonna be awesome.
You're not a Pokemon guy. Like you
said,
don't really play
hold
it too
on,
much.
hold
You did play the new.
Yeah.
You played it recently.
I have it.
How dare
I'm
you?
not
Hate
like a
maybe.
hardcore.
Porn star.
Yep.
There you go.
I'm not a hardcore porn star or
Just-
a hardcore
just
Pokemon fan.
softcore.
I used to be when I was a kid.
But
Collected the
Whoa.
collected the
Pokemon,
cards.
right? Pokemon.
Yeah, we're still on
Nope.
Pokemon, right?
All right.
Okay.
he was a child hardcore porn star. Is
Yeesh.
that what you guys are implying?
Had
Is
to
that
make
where the
money
show
somehow.
has devolved to?
That's-
Yeah.
I
no
say
comment.
nothing. I say
No
nothing.
comment.
But I mean, there's like hardcore Pokemon fans out there who post it on everything. You don't
Right,
own
no.
Pokemon shirts or
I feel
blankets
like
or
you can't
No,
t-shirts.
say
I
that
have
hardcore
two
anymore.
games
Do you have any
and I
dolls?
have cards somehow somewhere.
What do you mean somehow?
I met somewhere.
Somehow got
do-
them.
They just showed up in my front
Blacked out in
door.
a store and walked out with a receipt and Pokemon cards. Ugh.
How did that happen?
How did this happen?
that happen?
It keeps happening.
Are you excited about this?
I am actually.
And are you gonna pick it up?
I'm gonna pick it up. I don't know how much money I'm gonna spend on the microtransactions, unless it's emotes.
Wow. Wow.
We know you're a sucker for emotes.
Yeah.
What can you buy? Pokeballs? Is that you have to
I'm
spend real money?
assuming. I'm assuming it's gonna be you can buy like the higher quality Pokeballs, probably higher.
What about higher quality fashion?
Probably.
Because making your
It comes with. I mean, it comes
terrible
with
tonight.
stuff. Pain in
You
the
okay?
ass.
no. I'm tired.
All the same stuff that you would buy in the game, I would imagine the stuff that you would buy in this game.
Hmm.
So like the water, the soda, the rock candy, whatever it is.
$8,000
Oh,
water.
let's hold our horses here.
The crack rock.
Soda?
Yeah, you could buy soda in Pokemon, and it gives you
Holy-
like extra HP for like
Oh,
X amount
man.
of time.
Yeah.
Day one. I'm buying
But
this
Webb-
day one.
People who were really played the game and knew what they were doing never bought that crap because you can find it everywhere.
You're right. You buy it in
Yeah.
vending machine. Yeah.
So he didn't even tell you about the video because if you haven't seen that 8-minute thing, you can find it yourself, of course, when you go to. It looked like what they called like landmarks around your city. So you go
Yeah.
to a park or something, and then you'll see a picture of the park spin around, and then it'll drop out random items for you. So you can get Pokeballs or sodas if that's what you want.
What about lemonade?
Yeah, maybe eliminated too. But the interesting thing was the random Pokemon battles that you would get into, and they're not even battles actually. 'Cause
They weren't
lit-
battles, right?
Yeah, they were just an Eevee appeared, and then you throw a ball at him. I didn't see an
Yeah.
actual random battle.
yeah.
That's
I
why it's not
definitely,
there
I definitely
yet,
did
'cause
the
it's just
internet
testing.
watching thing of where I would skip about 20
Yes.
seconds ahead.
Yes,
I didn't
yes.
actually watch the entire thing.
You did, you
Right.
did
But
the right
from
thing.
what I watched,
You got the idea.
it was not battles. It was just, hey, look, that's a Pokemon, throw it at it.
Yeah.
All right. Which,
Hey, look, that's
could
a
be a
Pokemon.
beta.
Yeah, but I kind of want to see a full blown.
Well, if there's no battles like full blown battle system,
No, there is.
Why do you capture them?
There is. There's just no
'Cause
random ones like that.
The goal of Pokemon
Gotcha.
was actually just to collect them all,
Literally.
not actually battle them.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
No, it's called Pocket Monsters.
Pocket monsters. You gotta catch them all.
Yes.
No, I thought it was you got to fight them all.
No.
That's the Michael Vick
Yeah,
edition.
I don't think you walk into tall grass and all of a sudden.
Yeah, nothing
Dun,
like that. And
dun.
that's a little upsetting, though. I wanted to be able to have my phone, like, if I have it in my pocket and I'm
Buzz,
walking
buzz.
around, have it buzz, have it make a little Pokemon sound. I take it out, boom. There's an Arbok or something right in front of me.
Boom,
Why
bug
would-
catcher
why would
wins
there
the
be an
fight.
Arbok?
So where the
Why
hell
wouldn't
is
it
the
be
bug catcher?
Ekans?
I don't know. I had that same type of question when because you can get eggs, and the egg hatched, and I said, oh, there's a Poliwag or Poliwhirl. What's the second one?
Poliwhirl.
Poliwhirl is the second one. So I said, a Poliwhirl just came out, and then I was online with Jared, like, why would a Poliwhirl come out of the egg? Why wouldn't a
Why wouldn't it be a Poliwag?
I was like, I don't know what
Don't
these things
question.
are. It's a beta, and then and actually it was a Poliwag. It was. I just didn't know what the damn Pokemon.
Okay. That was a Poliwag.
So, again, this is going to be awesome. I mean, is it only going to be at landmarks, or are they going to like put one like on?
I don't think landmark. Like I said, it looked like a park.
Okay.
I don't think there was a landmark there. It was just, you went to a park, and it's a major kind of congregation place where people go. So here's some free stuff.
I hope it's not limited to that though. I hope you walk down the street and like all of a sudden there's like a wild Pikachu in the street or something like that.
That was the other thing. So you can turn the augmented reality on or off. But when they showed the guy turn it on, and there was like a Meowth or something, or in the middle of the street, there was a telephone pole right in front of him, and he just kept walking. And I'm like, all right, so you got a decision, dude. Either look up and or focus on this Magnemite and bang right into a pole right now.
What's one thing we've talked about is like the death rate of people getting hit by cars or falling off of cliffs is going to skyrocket
Exactly.
because of this, and like especially breaking and entering, that's going to go crazy. And I just really anticipate if this game takes off, Pokemon making deals with Target.
Oh yeah, exactly. Get your Zapdos here today at Walmart.
Yeah, get Pikachu wearing a birthday hat at the toy aisle at your local Target.
People will fall for it.
They will.
Yeah.
But that's,
Fuck that game.
You're gonna buy it.
I'm not.
it's free. So
Yeah.
Oh well, you're gonna download
I'm
it.
gonna download it. I'm gonna play it for about a day. Realize that I have to get my lazy ass off the couch, and be like, "This is stupid. Never again. Never ever again."
we will see. That is a developing story, which we will talk much more about. I have a feeling
As we
this
follow
year.
Alex's adventures.
Yeah, Alex's
New
adventures.
segment on the video game bang.
Nintendo has a Humble Bundle right now that includes $179 worth of Wii U and 3DS games.
A humble bumble.
A Humble Bundle.
What games are they?
So if you pay $1, you get access to Retro City Rampage on the 3DS, Affordable Space Adventures on the Wii U, Shantae and the Pirate's Curse on the Wii U 3DS.
Is that like a black woman on Etsy?
No.
Shantae Tay.
She's from a previous game.
I know
She's
it's a
she
little
has a-
genie looking
Yeah,
chick.
yeah.
I'm a
That's a
gamer.
beauty school.
He was making a joke. It just was very bad.
Bad joke.
I just wanted to see if you guys knew who she was.
So Alex and Aaron are tied for first place with awful
Bad
jokes
jokes?
today.
I think he's been king so far. What are you talking about?
You're a close second. If you pay the average, which is currently about $9.70, you will unlock Freedom Planet, which we've interviewed
Sweet.
their entire voice
Hey,
cast.
oh,
That was
yeah.
fun.
know.
It's actually a very fun game, guys.
I love the game. It's one of
Did
my
you guys beat it?
go-tos.
Yeah,
You did?
twice.
Good.
I got to the last
Good.
boss, got frustrated, and quit.
There you go. Those are
Uh,
the answers I look for.
they've been teasing on Twitter their sequel.
Oh,
Lately.
do it. And let me get down with that voice acting. You guys need another one. I can do some.
I think your voice is too deep for that kind of franchise.
Oh no,
You
I can
need to be, really high pitched and excited for things.
They need a new darker enemy, and I can do that. For
You'll
them.
remember Sonic was Jaleel White.
Yeah, I know that.
So-
We need to get way away from that. Way away from that.
So you get Freedom Planet, Rhythm Thief, and Emperor's Treasure for
Rhythm
3DS.
Thief. Okay.
Citizens of Earth on the Wii U, and Retro City Rampage DX.
So
home
none of this
theme.
on the PC though.
No, this is all
No, this
for
is
all
Nintendo.
Nintendo
Nintendo
platforms. I didn't know they
Humble
did. I really did not know
That's
they
their
did
second one.
Humble bundles for like handheld and consoles.
I believe this is the first.
I mean,
No,
it's all
the
still
second
digital
Nintendo.
content. I mean, it's all things you.
Second
It's
Nintendo
still just
one.
codes.
What was the first Nintendo one?
I don't remember.
Okay,
It was like
cool.
Didn't happen.
$150 or something like that.
You didn't know it didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Just
Yeah.
like Alex Baggs' non-existent penis and
Yeah.
whatever else Aaron hasn't seen.
Welcome to the race, Corey.
Anyone who pays $13 or more unlocks Super Street Fighter 4, the 3D edition on the 3DS, and Darksiders 2 on the Wii U.
You know, those are great games.
Well,
Really?
to their credit, there was the more games coming soon, as they often do on the Humble Bundle. So,
sure.
For $10, that's not a lot. That's
Well,
not a bad
for
haul.
13 for everything. But
13 for everything,
Again,
yeah.
at the end of the day, $13 for all that crap. Hell yeah.
And the best part about Humble, like even when you start having that decision of like, oh, it's still $13, it's a lot of games, and you get to choose where the money goes.
True.
So if
You
you
can
want,
make it go to devs. You can make it go to get deposited to charity. You
Yeah.
can make a nice split between the two.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
and this for this bundle, it is SOS Children's Villages and Code.org.
Cool.
So if those are
This is
near and
Save
dear
Our
to your heart.
Streets. Is that what that one is? The SOS?
What?
Save Our Streets Villages?
Oh, I thought it was just like a police song. All right.
Welcome to the race,
Welcome
Corey.
to the dam.
Welcome to the dam.
I think Webb now is just going to be
on,
silent the whole show because he's ahead. It's not me.
It's like one of those matches in a game where he never died. I'm just going to stay back the whole time. Perfect game.
You know he does that in Smite, and like when he gets that one death,
Well, he's
heartbroken.
plays Zeus usually, so you know
Yeah.
that's a stay backy character. Yeah.
stay backy.
Yeah, the stay backy.
I stay back and throw things.
Stay backy.
Yeah,
I think he just made new terminology.
there it is.
He's a stay backy.
He's a stay backy type,
If I see that,
as
that like a
opposed to
camper?
the go fight him type.
if I see that in somebody's chat room for Smite, I will literally
Oh, they chose all stay backy characters.
the whole stay backy crew. We're gonna lose.
Screw this stay backy meta, man.
GG. It's all stay backy characters.
I'm gonna start using it now just to piss people off in the chat room.
You got stay backies and go fight 'em.
Fallout 4 rolls out its mod support and tools. So assuming you downloaded the beta patch, that's update 1.5 for Bethesda's latest open world adventure. It includes a new mod that allows them to be installed, critiqued, and bookmarked within the game client.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Consoles.
Whoa.
Let's see. The developer also released a creation kit.
Where is that?
Wow.
Let's go see if those consoles got it.
Well, Aaron, you streamed it recently. I've been playing it again lately. How do you feel going out back to the game a few months?
There's a lot of things that I poke holes in. I put that not jokingly. Yeah, exactly. Story wise, and then I kind of got, I don't know, just uninvolved with the story to where I've been a through it the whole thing.
It's weird. It's almost like it's written poorly.
I wouldn't say all of that.
So it was a negative experience going back to it.
It was.
So it's the worst game
Was
you've
it
ever played.
overrated?
It was a so-so experience.
Was it still game of the year?
Yeah,
Still think so.
for the action at least. I
Compared
really,
to
I
you
really
didn't play
liked-
Witcher Wild Hunt though, right?
No, I didn't play that game.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm totally biased
He
opinion.
said that. No, I didn't play that.
No,
game.
I've never played that.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with the people, but no, I like the action in the game. It's just it didn't make me like, oh yeah, I can't wait to find out what happens next. Where's my son? I don't care where he's at right now. I'm kind of like, just bring
Isn't
him
that
back if
kind
you
of the
need to.
things about Fallout 2? No one really cares about the main story that much.
But in 3, I did. I wanted to know where my father was. That could be my
well,
own personal
as
issues,
a-
but
I love Strike Manta in chat again by popping off with amazing comments. And this could be you, ladies and gentlemen. If you love the podcast and you want to interact with us, if you always have those witty comments that you want to say to us, join
You'd be
us.
better
on
than
chat.
us
Or
most
not.
of the time.
It's true.
Or not.
Like
Like
Strike
Mark
Manta,
said.
he says any game is game of the year if you don't play anything else.
yeah,
Profound.
there you go,
Sure.
Strike Manta.
Um,
Now he understands me.
I went back. I'm enjoying it. I needed some time away from it, but now I find myself when I have an extra 30, 40 minutes, that's what I've been jumping on, and I'm more RPing it because I kind of got tainted because when I played it, it was for review purposes. So I was really rushing through that main story. And this time around, I'm actually exploring more, doing more of the side quests, spending more time in creation and modifying weapons than I did in the past. And I'm really excited for the expansion content. Like, I'm so over this story, just like you. I could really care less. I already know it, the little spoilers and stuff, so I don't really want to rush through it, nor do I really care to rush through it. But I can't wait till we get, maybe in the DLC they'll knock out the storyline.
I kind of want to just try it one more time with the survival mode, just to kind of see the major differences. And I know there are major differences whenever you play it in survival mode.
You're more of a hardcore Fallout player than I am. Like, you played hardcore mode in New Vegas, right?
I played hardcore, the survival in New Vegas. I ran through that, I think, 3 times. One just all willy-nilly any way I wanted. Second time in survival mode. And then the third time to see if I can go through the whole thing without killing anybody. And I mean, I killed animals, but I didn't kill any humans.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Just animals.
Yeah, and then most of the people out in the wasteland are basically just animals, so you can just kill them too.
Exactly. And then achievement unlocked.
Achievement
There you go.
unlocked. Gotta get them chivos.
I am looking forward to the like I said.
You already have the season pass though, right?
Yeah, and actually that's what I was going to remind everyone of.
Did you get it before the price hike?
I did. And
Waka waka. Way to go, guys.
if you want a shot at winning the season pass for the Xbox One, maybe you're watching this stream or listening to the podcast and you missed out on getting a affordable version of the season pass, you can subscribe to our Patreon for as little as $1 a month. You will be entered to win a drawing for this month's grand prize, the Fallout 4 season pass.
For Xbone.
For the Xbone.
Hot dog.
I'll be honest.
With a hot dog.
This one kind of came out by chance because I bought it on accident. I bought it because I knew the price hike was coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought it on Amazon and then realized I don't even have the game on the Xbox One. So I was like, oh, well, shit.
There you go.
You
guess-
are an intelligent man.
I guess I'm raffling this one off. So, Patreon subscribers, we love you. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. You are how Aaron and I are able to make this show better and afford a hotel when we go to E3 where we won't die. So, thank you for that.
You could still die.
Well, yeah, but it wouldn't
I'm
be.
just throwing that out there.
Yeah, we could, but it'd be
Don't forget about your actual mortality, folks.
Wow.
Nope.
Very
Thank you for
important.
becoming a patron.
You know-
Now we're immortal.
It's
That's
not
a
like
goal.
we're going to use the Patreon money to stay at a 5-star either. It's just we're just staying at one that's not a die star one where you will.
Die star.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything else.
Welcome to the race.
Then why were you looking at the Ritz-Carlton when we got here today?
No, that was just regular Carlton
I was just
from the Fresh Prince.
Eating Ritz.
Yeah, eating a bag of Ritz.
Eating Ritz.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Next story, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna skip that one because it's boring. We'll skip that one too. So,
Jeez. Hard working a Webb over here.
well,
No news is good news.
we gotta stay with. You gotta consider the panel we have here too. So we're gonna move
That's
on
true.
to some Civil War stuff. Chris Evans.
Marvel Civil War, right?
I was
Yeah.
going to say.
Okay. Because I was about to be
Is
like,
there
fuck
another
that,
one?
I'm leaving.
The North one a while back ago.
Oh man!
But what if?
But what if the South won? That's what we're going to discuss today.
Yeah.
But Aaron, you can't talk about it.
Yes. You have no opinion.
First of all, Aaron wouldn't be the co-host. Chris Evans is Team Iron Man in real life.
Okay.
He's smart.
No, he's not.
Wait a minute. I thought you were on the right side of this debate.
I'm definitely on the side of Team Cap. Why wouldn't I be on Captain America's side?
Well, because he's wrong. It's kind of the main reason.
Explain.
Is he though?
Yeah, he is. All right,
But wait, is he though?
Yeah.
so
exactly.
for those of you who don't know,
Bless
this
your
is
heart,
not
Webb.
spoilers. This has been in the trailers
Since 96.
since 1996, according to Marvel historians.
99. Thank you very much.
Oh, excuse me. 99.
And until
Forgive
you
me.
two can explain to me why it says 99 on the website.
Forgive me. Forgive me.
This is not spoilers. This is not spoilers, chat. There's a rift between Marvel superheroes. The Avengers is torn in two because of the Registration Act. It's an act that the government wants to put in where superheroes have to register their true identities.
And villains.
as well as villains.
Metahumans, in
Anyone
So
who
stupid.
has
And villains.
And villains.
Because villains are like, well, I guess I was going to rob the bank
Well,
first.
it leads to the leniency thing, which is the new Thunderbolts, right? One of the things with the new Thunderbolts, where the leniency of coming in, turning themselves in, they can actually be used by the government, which actually is a relatively deep subplot. So yes, it does make sense.
schooled.
No,
Yes.
it doesn't, because once you become
perfect
used
rebuttal.
by the government, you kind of cease to becoming a bad guy in the traditional sense of I do whatever the hell I want, chaos.
Yeah, but they were originally a villain.
Yeah, they're not anymore, though.
Well, okay, we can get into the Thunderbolts all
actually
day. But what we have here is Registration Act. Captain America is on the side of non-registration.
Yes.
He believes that superheroes do not need to register their true identities, that it puts their families at risk, and so on. So
Yes.
I mean, he fought the Nazis, so he'd know about registration, right?
Yes.
it's true. And actually, that's part of it, yeah. So
He's like, actually, no, I changed my whole... He fought Nazis. Damn it.
Nazis.
Iron
We're the
Man-
Nazis?
Iron Man on
Did
the
you
other
not see that coming?
Iron Man on the other
Holding
side.
that strong first, aren't you?
Champion.
Iron Man is on the side of pro-registration. He thinks, I think it's kind of brought on by guilt.
I think he can just scam the system. I think he thinks he can be above it all because he's a billionaire, whatever.
Control
doesn't
it all?
matter. Yeah, yeah, he can control it all.
Okay.
Doesn't he get in really good with S.H.I.E.L.D. during that time, too?
There's
Like,
a-
really, really good?
Director of
He
S.H.I.E.L.D.
becomes the
Like
director at one
director of
point,
S.H.I.E.L.D.?
but they're not going to definitely get that deep
No.
into this movie. They're
No, I know. The movie verse is going to be like, Marvel Light.
a lot of people are Team Iron Man, I'm noticing. But Aaron, why do you think Captain America's right?
If these people go out and risk their lives, and they don't have to, they can literally sit in their living room and be an agoraphobic and not go out and fight people.
Let
I'm
their
talking
guilt
to you,
destroy them
Century.
on the inside.
Yeah, no, I mean, you don't need to register. You're going out there on your own free will as a whatever citizen.
A vigilante.
Yeah, you are.
That's vigilantism, though.
So
That's
then-
not something supported by
So then,
what we do.
if we're police officers and S.H.I.E.L.D., we'll throw them in the bunch.
Sure.
Arrest them then. Arrest me. Arrest me.
That's what
That's
S.H.I.E.L.D.
what
tries
you-
to do.
All right,
That's-
then. And if
that's
you
why-
failed, it's on you. It's on you.
That's why they have Iron Man and the team that's for the registration
Yeah,
going
yeah.
after.
Exactly. I know the story.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you?
Arrest me.
They
Handcuffs.
try.
And you can try and see if you fail. Probably will.
That's why I'm on team. Team
You don't even know what team
Team
you are.
Evans.
Team
Captain
Captain.
America.
Because to me, it's kind of like, wait a minute. If I'm putting myself in their shoes, then it's like, well, wait, why the fuck should I go and register? I'm doing something good. Worry about it when I'm doing something bad.
But
Then you
That's a
can come after me.
terrible way to think.
And then here's the other thing, though. They're wearing masks for a reason.
Right.
If they know who I am and they're putting all my information, like who Amadeus Cho could just hack into the system, and then boom, my stuff is leaked on the internet. All of a sudden, Spider-Man's getting swatted.
He's at home playing his Xbox.
Exactly.
Like a normal
Swatted
16-year-old.
spider. Yeah. All right.
and it's utter chaos. It makes it easier for any supervillain to just be like, oh, well, all their information's in one floppy disk. Let me go ahead and steal that, and boom, Doctor Doom has killed half the Marvel universe.
For me,
That's just as likely to happen as it is likely to not work in a comic book universe. The thing that you just explained. It's just
But
as
is
like
it?
it's literally that's going to be a plot point for a
Yes,
series,
it
and then
would
it'll
be.
go away.
But it wouldn't even have come up if we had a register.
No, it still would have come up because someone would have been compiling a list. This is just an easy way for them to be like, oh, we don't have to have someone compiling a list for make this character do all these things. We can just we'll just throw it all into Registration Act.
Because I understand. I mean, it's kind of like
Hot button issue.
yeah,
Marvel
I mean,
Universe.
It's one of those things where it's it seems like it's taking away some type of freedom from a person.
right.
Because
Because you're punishing them before they.
You're not
did anything.
punishing them.
You are.
aren't you?
No,
Aren't you?
you're not.
You are.
The
You're
idea is not to
registering
punish them. No, the idea is to register them because they are a danger to not just themselves, not just the people around them, but sometimes the entire fucking nation, the entire world even.
worry about it though when that happens.
It did happen, and that's why they're worried. That's
Go after
why
the
they're
ones who are
worried.
responsible. Don't go after everybody.
Well, no, they
You
don't know.
can't. Yeah, you don't know which one's gonna be responsible.
You don't know why
Okay,
nitro is going to
here's
explode
what-
and kill a school.
Here's what
Comic book.
solidified it for me. I rewatched.
I love that. That's what we should start doing. Like every time there's a pop culture reference.
This is reference our source material.
Yeah. Like, oh man, you guys forgot about Dre? Music,
We're now tagging real life.
social media.
Social media. Okay, so I rewatched Winter Soldier, and it's been out long enough, so spoilers, whatever. And when Fury shows Cap Project Insight, and he sees the 3 automated hover carriers,
Yeah.
and he says, the whole idea is being able to stop a lot of bad things from happening before they even happen. And Cap does a speech about how he fought for freedom, and this isn't freedom. You should have a trial before the punishment.
That's a little bit different.
Is it though?
Yeah, it is. Like that's
But the whole idea behind that was to neutralize threats before they actually happen.
Do you know what the actual full registration is, Corey? Because they have it online.
I have not read the official
I
registration.
mean, they
act.
have it. It's a quick.
Which one is
It's a
it?
quick one.
Is it a quick one?
It's the comic book one.
Oh.
All right, give us the spark notes.
It says the act is required superpowered individuals to surrender their real names to the government, but not to the public. Of course, that obviously is no more secret identities. It enabled the government to monitor all powered individuals and was drafted to facilitate the government's licensing and or employment of individuals who were actively using their powers. The powered individual had to fulfill some requirements to meet some criteria before they were allowed to fully use their abilities and gain legal authorization to continue to use their abilities to fight crime. The government employment was not mandatory, though it was available to those who wished to take it.
Sounds good to me. Makes me feel safe.
Doesn't even sound like a punishment, aside from the surveillance.
Oh, really?
But-
constantly being watched because
That's fine. It's called the internet.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Like
I'm not
it's-
Super Saiyan.
I'm watched because
Anime?
of something that's.
Thank you.
I'm watched because of something that's natural to me.
But what if it's unnatural?
Well,
What if it's gamma
mutants?
waves?
What if it's all mutants? What
Alright.
about the Mutant Registration Act?
Well, that's just because.
How about we just,
I love
posse
how
them
we.
all up?
I love how we're more heated in this debate than we have about any political
And
thing.
so.
yeah.
That's all that
Trump?
stuff doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
whatever.
All
Fuck
that
Trump.
doesn't matter. The Mutant Registration Act and the Superhuman Registration
Let's
Act.
talk about the issues that
Those
matter.
are the things that matter. That's the campaign
but
I run
if I remember
on.
correctly, the mutant one was a lot more damning.
What's the difference?
I don't know. I didn't read the bylaws
I'm
like
just
someone
saying,
here.
Like,
Comic books.
where's the line then? Because I was always
Where's the
wondering.
line? It's the language of the law.
But
Obviously.
this is where I always was confused in the comic books. I'm like, why are there people in this world that hate mutants, these superpowered beings?
But they're
But
okay
then
with the Hulk.
you're cool. Yeah, you're cool with Hulk and Spider-Man and everything like that. Like, oh no, they're not mutants. They're good. Like, what? They're the exact same thing. I couldn't tell one from the other.
So in chat, real quick, Kennedy says, so basically the government uses them how they want, and ta-da, there's a scapegoat for when shit hits the fan.
Yep, 100%. Thank you.
Huh?
Yep, Honda.
Cent.
Did you guys see the new little TV spot that they had that showed Spider-Man a little bit more? This is our second look at the wall crawler, and it gives a little hint at his power, which is pretty awesome. I think that's one thing that kind of gets undermined for Spider-Man is that he's the strength of a spider.
Like
the strength of a spider.
Yeah,
just
Yeah.
the strength
Yes,
of
the
the spider.
strength of a
You gotta
spider.
step on one, guys.
a larger size spider. No, but he's tough, and he catches a haymaker from the Winter Soldier and makes one of his Spidey quips.
Yeah.
I did not like how it cut to Captain America with kind of smiling at the quip, though.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't really.
you thought that
I
was-
didn't notice that.
I don't think they were like related scenes,
No,
They're
probably
at
not.
all. Yeah.
but they cut to like Captain America laughing. I'm like, no, that's actually a pretty serious thing for you to pay attention to, Cap.
No,
they've
it's
been
still funny.
showing a lot more of kind of both. Then they've done Spider-Man a little bit more. I've seen a little more of Black Panther in some of these promos. they had the whole scene where like everybody's fighting the Winter Soldier. Tony Stark only gets shot in the face.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's some interesting stuff.
Yeah, that was actually pretty hardcore. When you rewatch that scene, where he would have capped him in the face if he didn't put that glove on.
If he didn't put the glove on.
If you didn't put the glove on,
Yeah.
right in
got
the face.
shot in the face.
If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Another, going back to the gaming world, it looks like we have a title for Call of Duty. Looks like it's going to be called Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. What do you do after that?
Call
You're
of
done.
Duty again? A question mark after it.
Time warfare.
Infinite twice?
No, you can go like back in time before the Infinite Warfare started.
Or you can go to Call of Duty Infinity times 2.
Yeah, +1
That
to
was-
whatever you say.
It'll probably be like, I really don't know actually, because I don't even know what this one is. Unless it's like a kind of play on through time, like Time Splitter, where they kind of go through different eras.
Eras.
Yeah.
Well,
eras.
take everything that's happened in Call of Duty that you love and then just times it by infinity.
That's a lot of zero.
That's the game.
If it's just a straight
lot of
multiplayer,
Zero times infinity.
It's still zero.
if it's just a straight multiplayer game, and they said, "Hey, we voted, you voted for your best multiplayer maps," and they put them all in one game, then I'm down. I'll buy it. That's a thing for me.
I guess. I don't know. But this is the first one made by Infinity Ward after a while, right? It's also kind of a neat thing about the name.
I really don't know. I thought this was Sledgehammer.
Is it?
I don't know. Right now, Corey's on the table giving,
Giving foot
Alex.
massages.
if that's what you call them.
He got tired. He really needed proof.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, let's end this debate right now.
No.
Before Civil War breaks out, let's end this.
He comes back. It's there.
He's a man.
It's
I'm a man.
He's a man.
I'm a man, baby.
For those of you listening to the podcast, we did lose one of the cameras. Slight technical difficulties. If you guys are watching it on Twitch, haha.
Was it
You
me?
can't see one of our people. Now you can't see Bags.
Yes, thank you.
So the people are a little more generous. We can at least get you Aaron back. But Infinity Warfare Legacy Edition looks like it's going to include a...
Wait, what? Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition.
Yeah, so...
Infinite puts forth the idea of going forward in time and
Yes.
everything, right?
Legacy
Legacy
brings
is
you back.
back in time.
Yeah.
and what they're
What
doing...
the fuck are they doing?
Well,
Like,
here we go. This is what explains it. You get to go back in time and relive Call of Duty Modern Warfare remastered.
oh, fucking cool. You're the best. Man, game of the year. All years. That's it. We did it.
Yeah.
We made the perfect game. Let's just go back to something that worked because we haven't been able to make anything as good since because we're fuck nuts.
Or
Or...
nostalgia.
Nostalgia buck. Yeah.
Oh, man.
There you go.
So we seem to have lost audio on the stream as well.
Did someone kick something?
I don't know. Someone was under the table.
Or somebody kicked everything.
Waka waka.
This is why we need to stress patreon.com /video game bang. You go there, help us get our shit together. Aaron, you had made an observation about the new Call of Duty, and you kind of likened it to, what is it, Pimp My Ride?
Yes. Yes.
We heard you like this, so we put this in
Yeah.
this.
Hey, dog, we heard you like Call of Duty, so we put Call of Duty in your Call of Duty.
So you can Call of Duty while you Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And there you go. Success.
Pit my game.
Pimp My Game.
You're getting a lot of people buying this simply for Call of Duty 4. And then how many people are actually going to play Call of Duty Infinite?
Call of Duty 4 being
Duty.
remastered makes me feel so much older because I still consider that like a modern era game.
No,
And the fact
No,
that they're
no.
remastering, I know that it's not Bags. I understand.
you're wrong.
I understand this.
Like Modern Warfare 3 is almost a common era game. Almost.
But 4?
But for.
But 4.
But 4?
What's a butt for? For pooping silly.
Oh, man, you were just digging that hole.
That's
so
from
deep.
South Park. Fuck off.
So they did.
You should have referenced it.
Welcome to the race, South Park. No, I don't really care for.
How many years old
new
is
one.
it? If someone in chat can tell us, I'd like to know.
What?
Google can tell us. Are
Call of
they in
Duty.
chat?
Call of Duty
10.
4 Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
10.
It's a decade.
Yep. That's what 10 years is.
Yeah.
Why does that make you feel old?
Quarter of a century, 10 years.
Quarter of a century?
Yep, all 10 years of it.
All right.
Quarter of a
That's what
century.
he said.
All right. So it's word. Quarter of a century, everybody.
It just
It
makes
is an
me feel
old
when-
game. It's an
Almost
old game.
You know when I realized it was old too was because I went to I went and helped Cory 2.0, Derek Voss. He's ran the show a few times.
I thought he was Cory Prime.
I call him Cory Prime. Chat calls him Cory 2.0.
Couldn't you be Cory Prime?
Basically, he's better than me.
He's Prime. He's the first one though.
No, because
he wasn't.
I call him Prime because he taught me everything I know. So I'm kind of like a rip off of him.
His name was Jeff before he met Cory Prime, and then he changed it to Cory.
Okay.
But he was shooting a video, and he had me come over, and I was help with lighting and just basic stuff.
Fluffing,
And,
yeah.
Yeah, I was fluffing the actors.
Spritzing the spray.
All right, man.
And his two younger brothers were there.
The story gets better.
Wash my hands of this.
One of them was wearing an esports jersey.
And that's it.
You're terrible.
Horrible.
What esports? Complexity,
Put me on the
Cloud9,
spot. No.
Fnatic.
Dignitas.
First person shooters are their specialty.
Dignitas.
Cloud9.
Dick butt. I don't know.
Dick Butt, that's the one. It was Dick Butt. He
I
was
really want that to be true.
he was wearing it,
Butt.
and he's like,
Dick
20, younger 20s, and I was asking him, oh wow, that's an esports jersey. He was like, yeah, this is my favorite team.
It's actually
I watch
pronounced esports.
sports team.
Esports team.
It's his favorite sports team, and he
CH?
was talking
Rolls
about
off
how
the
much
tongue.
he loved esports. He watches every one of their games. Oh, I think it might have been Optic. I think you're right, Razor. Thank you.
I could see that. Yep.
Yeah, you guys are right. It was Team Optic. And he's really into esports, and he's like, yeah, my first video game that I really got into was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 back when I was a kid.
No, it's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
That's what you should have done to correct him if you
Yes.
did say it that way.
You
Yes.
little son of a bitch. I was there.
I was there.
I lived it.
I slung that game.
He's like, yeah, because when did Zombies come out?
That was World at
World at
War.
War?
World at War.
Treyarch. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because then he was like, then I got into World at War, and that's when Zombies came out, and I was like, shit bag, I am damn old.
That made you? I don't know. I've never run into that thing that's made me feel old yet, and I'm older than everybody.
I have. When people are like, check out this new game, it has this. I was like, yeah, I already played that 10 years ago when it was this.
Yeah, I've never
And then they're
felt
like,
that
no,
either.
but it has this thing. I'm like, yep, no, I still played that. Still 10 years ago. That didn't change with the thing that you provided. And they'll go, and I'll be able to tell them what it was like as the game lived and died. And be like, here's what's gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
Go out and have fun for your 2 years, and then it'll fucking die because that's what happens in life. You fucking die.
You are just.
They don't let me at the
ray of
schools anymore.
sunshine. You're a ray of sunshine.
Oh, well, that has been our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for those who showed up live on Twitch. Although we had some minor technical difficulties throughout the show, we are going to continue to work on this. For those of you listening to the podcast version, we're glad to be back. We're going to be coming at your faces with brand new episodes all the time. Our confidence is back. We can start getting our special guests back in studio. A lot to look forward to in VGB land because we're going to E3 in June. And in July, Webb and I will be at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep.
We're going to pop your Comic-Con cherry.
Pause.
I'm not going anymore.
Not anymore. I'm not.
You can pop
July's raffle is
Is Webb
Spotted Comic-Con.
It's going to be a lot of fun, Webb.
Yeah.
You made the cut. Nerd Reactor selected you.
Yeah, I had to email them to confirm. I was wait, is there another David
Am
or
I
is
being
this me?
punked? Where's Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to?
Where's Ashton Kutcher?
I don't know because I'm reserving my excitement because of how many lines you said there were last year. So I'm reserving my excitement of being able to meet a lot of people because I'm gonna be spending most of my time in lines.
There are a lot of lines,
But just the overall experience.
Are you gonna
I'm
buy
just excited
actual
for it.
comic books there?
Probably not.
Okay.
nobody buys comic books.
Yeah,
at
you don't buy
Comic-Con.
comics at Comic Con.
Just
Come on,
wondering.
man.
If
Come on,
we
bro.
don't buy them long enough, maybe they'll put them online the right way.
I do really hope that they have another obstacle
No?
course like
Alright.
they did last year. You guys had that. what was
one
it?
cares about that.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really
Did
wanted
Leap
to
of
do
Faith
that.
and all that.
Yeah.
Aaron, how do you feel to be back? You feel like we shook off the ring rust?
That's gross. I don't know what that is either,
don't want
so I'm
that.
just gonna roll with it. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
We're good?
We take a lot of bumps, but we keep rolling with it all the time.
We do. I want to send a special thank you out to Corsair Gaming for having me in their tournament. I gotta say thank you to Aaron Carter for being a lovely co-host, and the two men who joined us, Webb and Bags.
I saved your computer.
You saved my computer.
Yeah, you did.
For that, I owe you. We will see you guys next week.